Hello and welcome to this protein resource. Okay, so it's all about protein. You probably hear, well, you'll hear me, but you'll hear probably loads of other people in the industry and stuff online and things always bragging on about why we've got to have more protein and always making sure that we've got the right amount of protein for all sorts of different stuff. So this is to kind of explain what it is, why we use it, and how much we need, where you can find it, and all that kind of thing. Okay, and it's just to clear that all up because when we know why, it makes it much easier to follow. So I'm just going to get stuck in. Proteins are an essential nutrient that can be broken into 20 building blocks known as amino acids. 9 of these are called essential amino acids, and that means that they cannot be synthesized. And you get these from animal and plant resources, okay? And then 11 of these 20 are non-essential, which can be synthesized, which are, cereals, legumes, that kind of thing, okay? What protein does is it provides building materials, that's the amino acids, for growth and repair of body tissues. It literally helps us grow and repair. Proteins from vital parts of most body structures, such as skin, nails, hair, membranes, muscles, teeth, bones, organs, ligaments and tendons, so pretty much the whole body. It's basically acting to build and repair all of these. That's why we need to have it, if that makes sense. Some proteins act as chemical messengers regulating body processes, but not all hormones are proteins, and proteins assist the body in maintaining its resistance to disease by acting against foreign disease-causing substances. Therefore, not only does it help us recover when we're ill, but it actually prevents us from getting ill as well. Proteins help regulate the quantity of fluids in the body, so it's a very, very useful tool when it comes to hydration. And proteins act as buffers to maintain the normal acid and base concentrations in body fluids. So it's another thing that it massively, massively helps. Proteins move the required nutrients and other substances into and out of cells around the body, basically for where it's needed for repair and things. Protein can be used to provide calories, and it's 4 calories per gram, okay, to help meet the body's energy needs. Now, how much protein do we need? The debate still continues on how much protein we need daily, but there appears to be a general agreement that active individuals need a higher intake than sedentary people, basically because when you're active, you tend to break down muscle, you tend to damage the muscle slightly, and therefore the protein will help it repair and things as well, and aid recovery. For a healthy person of a healthy weight who is mainly sedentary and is not seeking changes in body composition, then an intake of around 0.4 to 0.6, a rough guess, 0.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight is efficient. So, with that, I've got a couple of little examples here for you. So, I've taken me as an example. So, I am 83 kilograms, which makes me 183 pounds. Okay, so I take 183 pounds and I times it by 0.5 grams of what the protein is, and I times that by 183, which gives me a protein daily gram amount of 91.5 grams of protein per day. And that's mainly for like a sedentary person. Okay, now if I wanted to build muscle, I would increase that to around 0.9. So I think it's 0.8 to 1 of grams of protein, times that by 183 pounds, and it comes up to 164.7. So a significant increase because of being active is what is advised. Also, if you're elderly, there's loads and loads of studies being done on this as well. They're really, really interesting. And it's noted that in order to maintain health, recover better, and almost, I call it future-proofing, where as we get older, we increase the amount as well. So therefore, we're looking at around 0.55 grams per pound of body weight. So 0.55 times 183, that's 100 grams of protein per day for optimal recovery and growth. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I'll let you watch it again if you need to. But things to keep in mind, I get asked this all the time, is what happens if I have too much protein? Nothing. There's no danger. Essentially what happens is you just pee it out. Okay, you excrete it out, and it's absolutely fine. There's no contraindications to anything bad happening when you have too much protein, which is great. Protein and weight loss. Having a high protein intake during a calorie deficit is important, as it's very anabolic, meaning we are more likely to preserve lean body tissue in the process. All this means is, if you're losing weight, you're less likely to lose muscle. You're more likely to burn body fat. That is essentially it. There's also a couple of other wee things, like if you are trying to lose weight, okay, protein foods are going to fill you up a lot more, therefore keeping you fuller for longer. But if you have, like really high carb, high sugary, McDonald's, for instance, you probably know yourself, like when you have a McDonald's, or you have some sort of takeaway, you're hungry not long after. Yeah, and that's because your body burns through it so quick and just uses it as energy. And what it doesn't use as energy, it then stores as body fat. But when you eat large amounts of protein, what happens is your body then takes longer for it to digest, so you're fuller for longer. But also it goes to places that help you recover and help you grow and improve, rather than the other way around, but adding body fat. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Now, don't suffer in silence. If you need any help or you're struggling with anything to do with this as well, and as always, you will get a protein target, but message me through the app if you're not sure about it. We can always have a chat about it. That's kind of what it's all about. You can also put it on the Facebook page as well. But send over your protein to me at the end of each day. We normally add this in round about week 4. So you may be getting this before, you may be getting this round about that time, but week 4, because you've already started tracking for a week. Now we're going to look at trying increasing our protein just a little bit. So send me your protein along with your steps, along with your calorie amounts each day, and that is to help with the accountability and support. So I hope that helps. Remember, give me a shout if you need anything. Hopefully that was helpful. For a list of your different plant and dairy protein sources and animal protein sources, there is a leaflet, a PDF document in the guide section of the app that you can go and have a look, which is in there. I didn't see the point in duplicating that bit in here, but off you go, have a wee look at it, and hope this was helpful. Enjoy.